More than friends, less than lovers, pals. Oh yeah.
Summer, 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 summer.
What time is it?
We all remember.
Episode 7.
It is so episode 7 time. We all remember where we were when High School Musical 2 came out.
Oh, it was so impactful for our generation.
It was huge.
I think even parents remember because we had friends over. It was a whole party.
Yeah. I thought you said even parrots, and I was like,
Even
there
the
a parrot?
parrots, no.
is there
From the largest creatures to the smallest bird. They're not small birds.
We
And
did it.
Ours are back. Our parrots are back.
I know.
And
But that's just because
evil.
it's summer, baby.
That's true. You know,
That's
we can't
just-
fight the summer vibe.
You can't fight it. The only thing you can do with a
Look
summer
like us.
vibe is go with it. Summer is a lazy river waiting for you to just let it take you.
Do we look like two people who are fighting the vibe?
Serious question. If you saw us, would you think they're fighting the vibe?
Fighting the vibe, or would you say, oh, they're going with the flow? I think we have talked about this before. When we eventually have the palace, which is our duplex,
Obviously, yes.
we want to have a lazy river around it.
Around
it's
it.
not a moat. It's a
No.
it's a friend moat.
Yeah, I would say if anything, a lazy river compared to a moat invites people into it, whereas a moat is kind of like its whole shtick is like, do not
Stay out. Ours
There's
is like,
alligators.
get in here.
hop in, brother.
Hop in and float.
Hop
Have
in,
you ever
brother. It's a
done,
little
like,
heated.
river rafting? Like,
Yes.
have you done like the tubing
Yes.
down a... Yeah.
Oh wait, rafting or because tubing and rafting are two different things.
Okay,
I've done
I
both.
meant the tubing, but the rafting I've not done because it seems traumatic.
It is. Can confirm. Very scary. Very intense.
I don't think I've blinked.
No, I gotta be honest.
Properly
My goggles
once.
are already fogging up.
Oh yeah, mine are too, guys. It is 80 degrees.
I think that the whole starting out in a garage is so much fun in theory and so much fun to brag about until
You
you,
know what,
reach June.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun in like 10 years. And we're like, oh, remember when we had a garage?
So summer.
So summer.
So summer. I will say that there is a moment when you reach adulthood, or maybe like when you do your first internship during college or anything, and you're kind of like, oh, I don't like summer isn't penciled in for me anymore.
You mean like because you have to work?
Yeah, I just mean like summer isn't something that is like scheduled for me anymore. It's something that I have to make happen with my own heart.
Yeah, which I think is why we wanted to talk about it today, because we feel like maybe people don't have summer in their heart anymore. It's kind of like when people don't have Christmas in their heart. You gotta, it's just about what you are feeling and not necessarily if you have a 9 to 5 or not, because you probably do.
And that's so fair.
And that's not going to change for a long, long, long time.
Yeah, and what are we gonna do? Let the man take
No.
summer from us?
No, you know what the man can't take?
Summer.
The vibe.
The vibe. Ugh, you're gonna to surrender and just say the only difference between the summer months and every other month is the heat. Now that I'm just going to work back and forth, no. You have surrendered. You've lost what could be yours, because at the end of the day, summer is a mindset. Summer is a way of being.
Yeah.
And summer is just like whimsy. Summer is waiting for you.
Summer is waiting for you. Summer, I would say there is like a whimsy summer edition.
Yes. Yes, which we will get into, obviously.
Yeah. I think before we get into that, I think we should free ourselves from these goggles because my eyes feel like they're about to fall out.
I can no longer see out of mine.
Yep.
So
We'll give you take one last look.
All right, we're degoggling.
Degoggling, one moment.
I'm going to hold it up to the here, see if I can hear it popping off my eye.
Oh my golly. Let us get situated here for a moment.
Sorry.
We're also having to sit very straight because we're for those who are listening and not looking at us, we are in inner tubes. Again, lazy river ready at any moment.
At any
Should
moment.
we come across a lazy river,
we are
We're
hopping.
ready to be lazy.
If we come across a lazy river, the only action we are taking for the next 8 hours is hopping in. And then we're
Hopping in,
done
hopping
doing
out.
anything.
Yep.
We're done.
Yep.
That's the best thing about a lazy river. You go down those stairs one time and you ain't got no other obligations, no other jobs. Unless like
Being
somebody
lazy.
else's kid like flies by or something. You're like, I should probably, I don't know.
You're taking care of that? You're taking care of someone else's
I'm
kid
thinking
that's
more.
flying
I
by
think
on
for a
lazy river?
second I was thinking that the lazy river was more like a rip current,
I
which would be
think
crazy.
I like water park, like the laws of water park, which is kind of like not my problem. Like it feels like if there's a kid being crazy, it's like, here's the place to be crazy for a kid, you know? And I'm like, he can be crazy and it's not my problem.
Yeah. Water parks are a little bit like when you're a kid. A water park when you're a kid is a bit like a beach trip when you're a kid. Like you're probably going to make a friend on the beach.
Yeah. I'm a lake girly. I love a lake.
I think I am too.
Because I think I like the mountains. I like being surrounded, first of all. Being like, I can go kayaking, great time.
Trees.
Trees, yeah.
That's nice.
Jumping in and out. Not quite sure what's in the water. I did get a leech that way, though, from a lake.
Were you like, was it still
Told you
water? Because
this.
I know from.
I can't remember.
I know you're not supposed to.
We were
to
camping.
swim in like still water because that's where a lot of
We
them
were
are.
like ankle deep. Me and my little cousin, we were fishing, and we walked out, and my aunt goes, "What is on your leg?" And she rips it off.
Worst way to
which
react as an adult.
You're not supposed to do, which it was very kind of her. She tried to act quickly, but you're not supposed to rip it off because then it just bleeds. So then I like hobbled 5 campsites down with my foot just like profusely bleeding. I bled through 5 Band-Aids in 10 minutes. That it just bleeds because they're sucking on it. But what are they doing with it? Leeches, write in. If you're a leech, go to heytherepals.com and tell us, what are you doing with my blood?
Yeah, what you doing with it? Are you like recycling, or you just use it? Because at the end of the day, I feel like every time you see a leech at the beginning of its journey of eating your blood, it's kind of just like small. I don't know that I've ever seen one pop necessarily. Do they pop at a certain point, or do they just keep growing? Are they
I think
peeing
that they're
out?
like a normal animal where they just stop eating if they're not hungry anymore.
No. I'm saying though, I don't know if
I think it's like food for them.
yeah, but are they like peeing? Are they peeing it out?
I think that they're maybe digesting. Listen, I'm not the leech expert. Just because I had one.
You're the one that had it on
doesn't
your
mean-
leg.
I feel like I also want to shed another layer. I'm ready to
I get
take my
that.
tube off.
I know that when you are listening to this audio later, you're gonna hear me wiggling in a little bit,
Yeah, if you
which
guys are
makes
hearing
me
this,
feel, or a little bit of,
that's our
or a little bit of. You get it.
that's our tubes.
Okay.
Um,
Let's go ahead and shed this layer.
all right, so we're doing one more layer shedding of our tubes this time,
Yeah.
our inner tubes.
Yeah.
One moment.
And you know what? Speaking of goggles, inner tubes, water parks, and pools.
Goggles, inner tubes, water parks, and pools. Summer is for jingles too.
Summer is,
So
just in case you guys didn't know that.
Feel free to jingle it up. Oh, we're not even wearing our lays.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, okay, we took a layer off. We're putting a layer on now.
Yeah.
We did
Guys,
buy
try to keep up.
lays. So that's what we're wearing now.
Speaking of the pools, summer, all of the above, this is a very special summer. This isn't just a normal summer.
No.
This is a summer when the world gets to come together
Yep.
in hating one another, but in a way that is more tame
Yeah.
and unifying in a
Yeah.
sense.
And I think it's a lot more fun to be America when the Olympics roll around.
It's
We're, of
not-
course, talking about the Olympics.
Yeah, it's not always the most super fun to be an American on the world stage because people are usually like, ha, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
But for the most part with the Olympics,
Yeah. We shut them up. We
Yeah.
shut them up.
you keep your free healthcare,
Yeah.
Canada. We're going to win in the pool and on the court.
Because we got Simone Biles out there doing an 1,800 flip in the air that's never been done before.
They have scientists in the crowd watching her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Last year, okay, actually, let's talk about this. Last year, when she had to drop out, or not last year, last Olympics, when there are gymnastics in the Summer Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when she had to drop out because she was getting the spins,
Which is a
terrifying thing.
For
First of
someone
all,
like
let me see
her?
any of you do a backflip.
How about any of you do any of the things that Simone Biles has ever done?
They're like, oh my God, we love her. Why are you yelling at us? Sorry, guys. We just want to make sure that we are serious about this before it comes around. If this happens again, where she feels responsible in taking herself out, let her. Let her go because she knows best. And we need to trust her.
And also the spins that she is doing is unheard of by anybody in the gymnastics community. So for her to have something like the spins that is a phenomenon in gymnastics, that could be lethal for her.
Yeah.
When you're flying that high, yeah.
And you're sticking those landings, when your feet slap that hard,
I get out of bed sometimes in the morning and my feet slap the ground and I'm like, ah! So like,
you're slapping on the ground?
You know that meme where it's like, every day, be the kind of person that when you wake up in the morning, your feet at the ground, the devil gets mad.
Oh.
You never heard that?
I'm not getting those memes.
Well.
I'm usually getting like derp. What if you guys found out I'm still getting 2012 memes? lay derp. I'm still getting those ones. Face palm.
Maddie's like phone screensaver's like, I must ask you a question. Why are you looking at my phone?
We did talk about that the other day. We are a little scared that the mustache memes are going to start coming
I think
back.
they are coming. I'm not joking. I've seen more mustache stickers recently. I got my finger on the pulse of stickers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In terms of what's being sold. And I've been seeing more mustache stickers and it's scary.
I'm sorry. I'm so scared taking a sip of this water.
Cheers.
We did put our water in. We put our water in margarita glasses. Refreshing.
And we didn't wash them out, really. They were a little dusty,
Nope.
I think.
That's a part of it. That's the summer vibe.
That's part of summer.
And you know what? This is the first summer we are entering without Jimmy Buffett in this world. Which means we need you all. That's like if Santa died and Christmas rolled around, okay? We're all going to be showing up a little extra spirit.
We're going to... Sorry, I touched you.
It's okay.
We're over
I'll
it
power
now.
through.
No, you are so right, though. Summer without Jimmy Buffett is detrimental.
How are we going to be wasting away again
I don't know.
in Margaritaville? I went to one of his concerts one time. Crazy experience.
I can't even imagine the
With the
number of people
parrot
you see
heads.
topple over.
I don't know that I was seeing people topple over, but it was weird because it was in Virginia. And as far as at that time, I don't know if it is now, marijuana was not legal there. And all of a sudden it was a strong smell in the air. But we were with our friends' parents, which was so funny. Like, and everyone there was just old.
I love that.
It was all old people.
I do feel like the Parrot Head cruises, there are things that are happening on like the Parrot Head. Just I feel like there is a
can't
subculture we don't even
imagine.
we can't even fathom it.
Like when I found out about the pineapples. You know what the pineapples were?
Like with swingers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
It's also just like the symbol of hospitality.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if I accidentally put a pineapple on my door and all of a sudden I've got 4 people knocking, expecting a good time? And knowing me, I'd be like, yeah, come on in. Not knowing what they were hoping.
And you know what's so crazy about that? My mom had like pineapples around the house. And like when I grew up and I heard that, I was like, that's not what a pineapple's for. Pineapples are about gratitude, or about hospitality and gratitude. And then I was like, I can see how the swingers would swing that.
Isn't it
I can see how they
specifically
would.
an upside down pineapple?
You know what? Actually, I think we don't know. We really don't know.
If you're a swinger, go to heytherepals.com and tell us, is it an upside down pineapple? Are we about to be accidentally a part of a swingers group if we put pineapples out for the summer? When people also had those videos of them just breaking the pineapples off.
Oh, when they like pull the thingy? I feel like I tried that one too many times and it fully just didn't
I feel
work.
like maybe
and I was
just
like,
some
y'all are
pineapples it
lying.
works for, but others it doesn't.
Have you been seeing the stuff where people are like, the fruit is fake? You been saying that? Where people are like, why does this banana bend so much? Or like, why is this avocado, like, why can I literally twist this piece of an avocado and it's not breaking? And I was like, that might just be an not ripe avocado, but I have seen people being like, why does our food look like this? And I don't want to get too deep into it.
We are doing stuff to our food.
Yeah. Oh, tons of stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Which, like, on paper, cool.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, science.
Cotton candy grapes?
Wow.
Rockin'. So fun. You know that the first guy that tried that, whatever they were trying to do with those grapes was like, oh my God. Oh, hey, come try this.
He went home and he and his wife had a beautiful night. Their marriage was
They put the pineapple out and upside down.
Their marriage was revived.
It was
He came home,
beautiful.
he said, baby, we're sending the kids to college.
Maybe. Well, and I heard that they're making those. Armin told us that they're making, or no, maybe you said. We were talking about the wine. He was talking about special.
Yeah. Sorry to bring up Armin the car dealer
Sorry.
again. We just love
Armin
him.
has a big wine connection in Armenia, and she's making special wine out of Armenian grapes, which apparently are very unique.
Pretty thrilling.
We wanted to talk summer, if that wasn't clear, because we feel like summer is a time to really just gather. There's so many activities that you can easily do with your friends that, whether it's going to the beach, going to the pool.
Everybody's got an amusement park within 3 hours of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Having a picnic. We like in summertime to do summer strolls because it's usually like way too hot in the daytime here to be just casually outside for long periods of time. So we like to, once it finally gets a little cool out, get our little, do you want to tell them what we got for our upgrades, which we have not tried yet this year, but as an addition for our summer strolls.
Evening strolls. We have gotten to a point where I was looking for those snack cups where it had a container for the cup with also a cup for drink, cup for snack. I was looking for one of those, but all the ones I was finding didn't have any lids. And also all the ones I was finding, you'd find one, but it either wouldn't have the straw or the lid was gone or really hard to find a snack cup.
Good snack cup.
With a lid. I'm in Walmart the other day.
Walmart is the place.
I'm without my pal. I'm shopping around.
Walmart is the place for summer too.
Oh yeah.
They have got the summer
They know how to do it. They know how to do it. And I spot them finally after all this time. $4 too. Wow. I know those lids are going to break the first time we drop them. But it's going to drop until then.
Probably will.
So we've got these two, and we'll have those next time
at some point. But so there's fun ways to add into your evening. I feel like we can tell them the challenge now, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So the challenge this week is kind of a fun one. Okay, guys. If you can't tell, this is a fun episode.
Yeah.
Okay?
So everybody settle in.
That's the summer vibe. This is the challenge. All right. You are going to make one of those old school summer bucket lists.
Bucket list?
Oh, wow.
I don't know where that came from.
That's really good. Were you ever in an acapella group? I was. The choke hold that
I was, yeah.
acapella had after Pitch Perfect came out.
No, it was insane.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be in high school.
What a time to be in a choir.
Oh my goodness, electric.
Electric.
We did, I think most acapella choirs and at most high schools did the same. Like, obviously we did a Bastille song.
I was
the alto's always, it is never fair to be an alto in an acapella group.
No, it's always just ma, ma. Nothing fun, nothing pretty, nothing. It's like clarinet. It's the clarinet of vocal groups. I played clarinet growing up. Was also an alto. The clarinet was just the most like. Why did I pick the thing that like Squidward played?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
And you can't play. And my family would make me play them like my Christmas songs at Christmas. And I'd be like, I'm telling you, nobody wants to hear, "Oh, Come All You Faithful," just the clarinet.
Reed instruments.
Yeah.
I think
saxophone's cool though.
Yeah, but I do think that the learning, the experience of a student having to learn a reed instrument is tough.
I loved having my reed though.
I know you just love sucking on it.
I liked getting, all right.
Like a little toothpick. You made it weird. I used to always
You said, I know you loved sucking on it.
I always was kind of jealous of like the reed instrument people because like before class they'd have them in their mouths like little toothpicks.
That's cool. I don't know if I was doing that. I wasn't taking it in and out of the thing. I was I guess I was.
Did you ever have anybody in your band that tried to play oboe? And I say tried to play oboe on purpose.
I was out of band before oboe was being introduced. They weren't letting 4th and 5th graders oboe.
Okay. Yeah, we had 2 oboe players at our whole school, and they were put into the flute class, and the teacher literally turned to them on the first day and was like, if you get one note out by the end of the year, that will be an achievement. And I was like, why did you even let them pick the oboe as an instrument? This is clearly not. And those poor girls, sure enough, every time they would literally be like in tears trying to, apparently it's an incredibly hard instrument.
That's gotta be so degrading as a child too. You're like, I just want to play with my friends. I just want to be able to play an instrument.
I just want to be able to hop. I want to be able to, if I'm in Louisiana and I see some dudes on the street playing some piano, there's a saxophone, there's all that. I want to be able to pull out whatever instrument I've learned how to play.
What do you think it's
going to be?
Applicable? I feel like you need to just really get into the slamming piano because, and by that I mean I don't think you got to play it well necessarily. I think you just need to be able to be flapping.
Well, that's the thing. I would teach myself when I was in high school. I taught myself chords like on piano, but I could never get like anything past like that, so I could just kind of do the same kind of clunking pattern, and it worked really well for me.
That's good.
Yeah, I did print out sheet music and try to teach myself, but then I learned it was vocal sheet music that I'd printed out. Yeah, and then my friend came over who actually played piano and saw it on the piano bench. And then she was like, have you been trying to learn this? And I was like, yeah, I've like been trying to teach myself for the last like 3 months how to play This Is Gospel by Panic at the Disco on piano. Do 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 do.
Did you feel like you could get away with that one because it said gospel in it? Or you just really liked that song?
Oh, I loved that song.
It is
that
a
music
really
video when the
song.
spaghetti falls on the piano.
I can't say I've seen it.
Yeah, me neither.
I feel like there was something else we were going to talk about.
Oh, well.
Summer.
I was gonna say Australia's talking trash.
Australia's
talking trash in the pool for the Olympics. Sorry, I'm back to this. They were talking trash. They were saying that they hate it when and I never feel the need to be like, don't you ever speak that way about my country again.
Yeah.
But like when they were like, the Americans are so annoying when like they're going to get, like whenever one of the swimmers is going to get in the pool and they have their cowbells and they're all chanting USA. I've never wanted to chant USA more than I do right now.
You know why they're mad? Because Australia. It sounds dumb.
Yeah. Aussie.
It sounds dumb. So the Olympics, invite a friend over, watch the Olympics, go to a bar, watch the Olympics, do something fun.
The Olympics is such an opportunity to I think anytime that you have an occasion like sporting or anything where you can go to a place and it's the only time every 4 years where everybody's rooting for the exact same team. Yeah. You can really meet some people that way. Yeah. Easy icebreakers. But then also, again, you only have to get into the sport. You only have to get into sports for 2 months.
Yeah.
And I feel like there are easier sports to follow, too.
Oh, well, and I feel like it's more of like, okay, I get that we like won, lost.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of all I need to know.
I don't have to keep up with a whole season.
And yeah.
That rocks.
Baseball, that's going to be fun this year. Because that's so, like, American. Like, it does feel like we were like, oh, what if we played our sport? What if you added our sport?
The other country's like, okay, rugby. And we're like, no. Oh, wait, there is a rugby team.
I think there is. Oh, yeah, because I keep...
Oh, that one girl.
No, we're getting different TikToks. I keep getting TikToks of I don't know if it's all. I think it's Australian.
I'm getting the women's rugby team
because they are gripping their heinies and throwing each other up.
We got to learn how to do that though.
But do they have stronger underwear? Because I'm assuming they're not
rugby
just, like,
players.
Regular...
Go to heytherpals.com. Write in. Let us know. Is your underwear stronger?
Send us just a verbal description.
Yeah, vocal. Just a verbal description. Anyways, I saw a video of Michael Phelps watching an Australian swimmer talking trash. And Michael Phelps was truly, he was like, makes me want to get back in the pool. It makes me want to make them eat their words one by one. I said, Michael.
Make Michael Phelps get back in the pool. Okay, I feel like that's another person we all owe an apology. I want to say everybody hop off these Olympic athletes.
Sha'Carri Richardson and Michael Phelps do not. Michael Phelps was still able to actually compete. It was after the fact that it became a whole thing.
Yeah, and this man was like, I'm wildly depressed. And we all were like,
I experienced the peak of physical, like, humanity and also
over
success.
And over and over.
There is no more record for me to break. What do you want me to do now?
No. I'm gonna light up every once in a while.
Guys, he earned it. Do you know how hard people work to be Olympians?
He's allowed every once in a while.
We're just huge Olympian defenders.
I know this does sound like we're getting paid by the Olympics. Guys, the Olympics called and they said we need help getting the streams up this year.
Another thing to assist, I think, in your summers is, and we've already done one actually in this, make some declarations. Start declaring, this is the summer of blank.
I declare this is the summer of...
We declared that this was going to be the summer that we start actually stopping at the fruit stands that we see around Los Angeles.
Yes. Because I feel like a lot of times I'm like, I wish I could stop and get that. Yeah. I'm going to stop and get it.
Yeah. I'm just going to start keeping cash so I can quickly stop and get it.
Yeah.
Because I will say there are times when I'm like, I would love at this red light for the light to turn green and me to have pineapple in my hand. That rocks.
Yeah.
That rocks.
Pause. I feel like another great way to kick off your summer and to get you in the mindset.
Get you in the vibe.
While you're writing your bucket list is make yourself a summer playlist. I know you got Spotify or Apple at this point. Just R.I.P. Jimmy Buffett. Put some of his songs on there. Put whatever's gonna get you in the mood.
Yeah.
Get you ready to be relaxed. And again, guys, the pop girlies are doing it for you.
They are
They
doing
are
it.
giving you album after album after album.
And they're not just doing it, they are absolutely reshaping the industry and the culture in and of itself.
Yeah.
And it is
Big week to be a brat.
huge week to be a brat.
Yeah. And if you don't know what that means, we're talking about Charlie XCX.
Yeah.
She released her album called Brat. It's fantastic. And on it, she had a song called Girl, So Confusing. And everyone was like, this is a diss track to Lorde.
Yeah, this is crazy. She's like very clear. Like it's hard to say that it isn't about Lorde, who's another artist.
Yeah. Lorde. I hope you know, but
Yeah. That was
Dad,
that was
Lorde
for
is another artist. And they had this whole thing where there wasn't really beef between them, but people were saying that there was beef.
weird tension. And so the first song is Charlie essentially explaining the tension from her side.
Yeah, and just kind of being like, I don't get it. Like, people
Yeah.
say we're alike.
They
but,
say
like,
we've
we
got
don't
the
have
same
much in
hair.
common, and we try and hang out, but like,
Something feels off. It feels like you don't like me, or maybe I'm just projecting that.
yeah, maybe we don't like each other. Maybe you're waiting for me to fail,
Yeah, and so you're kind of like, wow, this is like creating division amongst women, right?
right?
Then the remix comes out.
Then the remix comes out.
And the
okay?
remix,
Who's featured on the remix?
none other than Lorde. Lorde is on the remix telling her side of
Her
why
side.
she felt like Charlie didn't like her.
She says, and I quote, let's work this out on the remix. Where they just are able to both be like, hey,
Yeah.
I had no idea
Yeah.
that you
I
were
was in
feeling
my own
this way.
thing.
I have been going through it.
Yeah.
Your
and
life
Lorde
seemed
was
awesome.
so vulnerable. Like that whole album, I really like. I hadn't listened all the way through to Brat, and then all of you guys were listening to it, and so I really did, and I was just so taken aback by and impressed by how authentic the whole album was, and like
Yeah.
the way that and then Lorde's feature on it. I think Charlie created a space that allowed Lorde to be incredibly vulnerable because Lorde's verse is literally her being like, I didn't want to go out because I didn't want to be in pictures because I've been like struggling with my body image for the last like couple of years.
And your life seemed awesome, and like I didn't want to like I was just comparing myself to you, and I had no idea that like you were thinking about me during this time.
Yeah.
No idea.
And then at one point, this is when I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
She said, Lorde says, I forget sometimes underneath it is still a young girl from Essex.
Underneath that icon,
Oh, yes. My bad.
still a young girl from Essex, and you're like,
And
and
then-
that image every time makes me want to like
I
tear up, like
know.
thinking about this, like if you're hopefully you're familiar with Charlie XCX, but she's an artist who her projection is very like cool girl, doesn't really get bothered by stuff. Her album's called Brat. You kind of understand like the vibe. She seems very confident. So her being like, Lorde getting to be like, I forget that you're just like you were a kid once too.
Yeah.
Like you were just a young girl from Essex.
Ugh.
Where's Essex on a map? I don't know.
Couldn't tell you. Don't
Couldn't
ask.
tell you. Not important for me to know.
And then at one point, Charlie at the end of her verse goes, "'Cause I would ride for you, Charlie." The way that
Girl.
like, but just that album in general, it's a really cool opportunity. But in making your playlist and in all of this, the important thing to remember is if you're seeing a movie on a Tuesday night and it's June, July, or September or part of August, guess what? That's a summer night.
Summer night.
I was thinking the summer nights. Everybody's do. I
It
know
sounds
your
familiar.
town
I
listened
know,
to some
no,
summer
I know,
nights.
but
It's okay. It's okay.
yeah, but whatever's gonna make you feel like you're in the summer spirit.
Yeah. A playlist that you can listen to when you're on the way to the beach, when when you're off work, when you know that the night is yours, the time is finally yours.
Yeah. Do you have anything that you're like, this is definitely like rapid fire? Give me 3 things on your summer bucket list.
On my summer bucket list? Oh, shoot. Yeah, so number 1 on my bucket list is to make and then fly my own kite.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, I've been wanting to for a while, and I know how, and I have all the supplies. I just need to, maybe I need some dowels,
We've
but
got
that's about
wind.
it. Yeah,
That's a
I
really
just
good
I want to like make my own. I think too because the song "Let's Go Fly a Kite" from the Mary Poppins musical. When I was a child and I saw that, like stuck with me. That was one of the ones that I fully had stuck in my head. My mom was like,
Please stop.
"Please stop doing the British
Okay.
accent."
That's one.
Well, you do one now because I.
Oh, I want to do a beach bonfire really bad. And we did one last year at the end of the summer, and we were like, we got to do this more because it's so accessible to us. And and everyone was like, that was a great time. 'Cause
Yeah.
You can't, and I want to do a beach bonfire with the girlies because, as we've mentioned, we have many musical friends. And
I know where you're going.
to finally get to sit around a campfire and have someone pull out a guitar and not have dread shiver through my body because I know a man is about to sing some version of a John Mayer song that he half learned. It's going to be so exciting to hear my girlies playing guitar and singing. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be like, the world is healing.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to be crying.
Yeah, I'll be weeping the whole time.
Actually, we might die.
Yeah, we might well walk into the ocean. It'll be pleasant.
Where are Millicent and Patty going?
I
think they got overwhelmed.
Summer's all about respecting Mother Earth because she can take you down.
She can.
You can get stuck in a riptide. I had that happen to me once.
That's actually so scary.
Yep.
We saw a lifeguard go into the water the other day at the beach. That was pretty exciting. And then it was just kind of like,
she just kind of was telling people to move over.
dock?
But it was when she was running, we were like,
yeah.
What's happening? I wanted one of those lifeguard sweatshirts so bad.
Yeah.
So bad. And the way that, like, because I was like, how are people going to know that I'm, like, cool?
How are people going to know that I can swim?
How are people going to know that I could guard their life? Spiritually?
Oh, yeah, lifeguard. My marks on water. Those shirts.
I've never seen that
What?
either. I'm so sorry.
Were you never in, like, a Christian bookstore?
We had...
You never saw
ours
the
were all Catholic.
That's really interesting. Ours, truly, this shirt that was, like, big at, like, our local... what was the name of it? Like, Faith, Christian, whatever. Mm-hmm. It had, like, a t-shirt wall, and it had, like, all these really funny slogans, and one of them was... They were super killer. One of them was...
You walking around there being like...
I'm like, I have to do comedy! No, it was a lifeguard. Mine walks on water. So it looked like one of those lifeguard shirts. My mom was like, I'll get you that one. I'm actually good.
Brutal. Yeah, you're like, I'd rather have no lifeguard shirt than that.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just that it's not the one I wanted. It's not the vibe. It's not going to make me fit in, necessarily.
Mom, it's not going to make me cool. Sorry. The kids are going to have something to say and not what I want them to.
Exactly. Quests.
Yep.
I think that this is something where a quest is more so, it's like a bucket list item, but it is more so something that you almost need to put out verbally, write it down. For example, one of our quests that you can bring other people in on, we got to get on a boat.
We really want to get on a boat. And it's so fun to have a quest with your collective friend group because then everybody's in search of it. And we have had a friend who has confirmed that she thinks she found us a boat for the summer.
Yeah.
And so it's fun when you're united in that journey.
Yeah.
And it also is fun. So, like, for example, if we were out at the beach, we might be a little more open to the opportunities that may present themselves of boat time.
Oh, surf lessons. That's something else on our...
Surf
we
lessons.
Want to take a surf lesson.
Yeah, surf lessons. I think I'm confident enough now that I'm like, I know that this is going to be bad.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I've done 2 surf classes before.
What?
Spread apart. Like, they were not...
Oh my God. So okay, I'm
no,
this now because we would have gotten out there.
No.
So upset.
It was to the point where the instructor at one point, like hopped over to me quickly, like, after I wiped out, and she was like, I really think you should take a break for a minute. Because I got my shit rocked by the waves too. But I literally, I don't know that I've ever had so much fun being so bad at something in my entire life. Like, I loved it, and I kept going back. And she at one point was like, really, I think you should, like, take a break really fast. That was a really tough one.
I think that this summer I would like to be a mysterious figure in a few people's stories. In a few people's summer stories. I would like to have at least... I'm going to say it, 10 characters of the summer. 10 people that are in our lives for the summer, whether it's for one day, a week, 2 weeks, and then they're kind of just for the summer.
Yeah.
And I
think that's very possible because people are traveling during the summer. And
which makes sense because as we do have Summer Luvin up is the sign behind us, but it says Summer Platonic Luvin. I think that this is essentially a summer fling, but I'm not necessarily even saying romantically. I'm just saying I think it's fun to have flings with random people in the summer in terms of being like, I met this friend.
Absolutely.
And we went kayaking together because she said that she knew a guy and now I'm never going to see her again.
I think it really is embracing the reason, season, or lifetime friendship concept of like, somebody's in your life for a reason, season or lifetime. And a lot of times people will talk about that in regards to like a friendship maybe coming to an end. I think there is something really empowering about like, I know this person is only going to be here for so long. And because of that, there ain't no strings, and maybe I can be a little less anxious. I can be whatever.
And you're just maximizing the enjoyment out of it. Yo, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you. The park the other day, the snack stand was open.
What?
Yeah.
The concession stand?
Yeah.
At the baseball park?
Yeah.
It's summer, baby.
Yeah. Summer's here. I didn't even know they did that at ours.
Yeah.
It's always closed. And I was like, can I work there? I'd love to be handing out Big League Chew to some people. Please. Oh, getting a snow cone?
I don't know that they have snow cones. Did you see snow
Ours
cones?
did.
You got eyes on a snow
No,
cone?
but ours did growing up.
We could get a snow cone machine.
I actually don't even like snow cones that much.
Okay.
But I
feel like I'm just kind of like,
no, and I
like, oh,
appreciate
just
you trying to find it.
my friend.
It's more about a vibe. Do you have any congratulations this week? I can go first.
Yeah, go first.
My congratulations goes to teachers. You did it.
You did it!
You made it. You made it. So if you're not a teacher, kiss one. I don't know. Do something nice for them. Because the way that when I hear people say, well, teachers get summer off, you don't know the first thing about what teachers have seen. You don't know the hell we put them through.
If teachers did not have the finish line of summer for themselves available, you'd see a lot more teacher on student pummelings.
You hear parents all the time, too, being like, what am I going to do with my kid all summer? Yeah. What does someone do with
Isn't
your
that
kid
a
all
burden?
year?
Imagine 20 of other people's kids, too.
In one room.
Yeah. Congrats, teachers.
So
you
congrats,
made it.
teachers. You made it. Make yourself a nice little
Rest
drink,
well.
whatever your fancy is. And take sleep in. My dad told me that my mom's a teacher, and my dad told me that he was like, your mom stayed up till midnight the other day. Crazy girl. Good job, Mom.
That's nutty.
Yeah. Do you have a congrats?
I'm crazy. I mean, I feel like my congrats was going to be to Lord and Charlie.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, thank you for ending drama.
Wait, can I have another congrats? I'm so sorry. Can I have another one? Please, 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 please.
Let me think about it.
Please. Oh, guys, please.
I'll allow it.
Okay. My other, as I was looking at the hot dogs, I was going to say hot dogs, but then I was like, not congrats to them. Sorry, guys. You're about to be eaten a lot. My congrats is to every other person that competes in the national hot dog
I don't stand by this
eating
congrats. I don't
contest
stand by this
year,
congrats, actually.
because Joey, what's his name? Chestnut is banned.
He's not banned. I think he's only no. I think he's only disqualified from this year.
Yeah.
I don't think he's banned
because he's supporting a different brand.
You know what?
But so I'm just saying, congrats. What we
You
can't
brought this
congrats
up knowing
them.
it was you brought this up knowing it was going to upset me. You brought this up knowing it was going to upset me because
I love to see an American winning, but I also feel like maybe he had a little bit of a monopoly on the hot dog eating contest. So I'm kind of curious. He was dominating though, and it's like he was like 20 hot dogs ahead of everybody every year, which
crazy.
is thrilling.
Yeah, I was there live one year. Summer 20, I think it would have been 2017 summer. I was there at Coney Island and I watched him just house like 63 hot dogs. It's
so crazy. We watched it last year when it happened, and everybody was locked in.
My family used to have it on growing up, and the reason that I am just always going to ride for Joey Chestnut is that I remember in 2007 or 2008 when America was not winning the hot dog eating contest. Can you imagine a world where America is not winning the hot dog eating contest? No, we weren't.
I think it's just an American competition.
No. I meant an American wasn't winning.
Okay.
His name was, he went by Kobayashi, okay? He was the original Joey Chestnut. He was winning a lot. He was like the early on champion. And every year, my family would be watching and we'd be like, we got to bring the title back.
Yeah.
Like, we got to get the title back.
Yeah.
Then, come 2007, Kobayashi gets a case of TMJ, which is like a jaw problem for a competitive eater nightmare.
Brutal.
That's like tearing your ACL.
Brutal. Yeah, you're out.
It's bad.
You're down and out.
So he gets the jaw injury and he comes back that year. Joey Chestnut at the time has only been, I think he's like a rookie, but like they were pretty like, I think I literally remember them saying, we're jaw to jaw.
Wow. To be an announcer for that.
Putting that on my bucket list for one summer. Someday.
We're going to commentate the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, but all that to say, I was actually really upset. And I was the one that had to send my family the article when I saw it.
Yeah.
I had to be like, hey guys,
Joey's
I'm
out
so
this
sorry.
summer.
It's because he endorsed a plant-based hot dog.
Yeah. Well, and also, I don't think it was just that it was plant-based. They were like, hey, you can't fully be repping a different hot dog for our thing that's essentially just a big ad for Nathan's hot dogs. So they're like, hey, can you not can you not be signed by a different brand? The article's so funny too, because they're like, we're trying to find a middle ground for everybody.
Nathan's
we're trying
must
to make
have
everybody
been
happy.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, because they don't want to see him go.
They carry him in on a crown.
Yeah.
Literally, when I saw it, they had a bunch of like men carrying like those like chairs that have like the bars underneath them, and Joey Chestnut sitting on a throne that they are carrying in, and there are models on either side of him fanning him, and literally the announcer is coming down from like a cherry picker, and he's going, "Folks, we've got the man of the hour." Yeah.
You know what the comparison they made in the article too was they were like, it would be like Michael Jordan signing with Adidas and then telling Adidas that they want, or like doing a like ad for Adidas, but telling them that they wanted to wear Nike during it. And I was like, wow, that really puts it in perspective for you. I'm like, Joey, you had to know.
I'm also like, Joey, you're clearly not a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Clearly you have no issues.
You can promote it,
This
but
isn't
just like
do you think like, I mean, how big was that check from the meatless hot dog
to
company?
get Joey Chestnut?
I can't
Can't imagine. You think he's on Cameo?
We should check. I remember I watched like an ESPN like behind the scenes, like behind the athletes feature on Joey Chestnut, and he like would drink like a gallon of whole milk. Like he could do it without throwing up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I
And in
thought
his
you were
town-
saying to help. I was like,
No,
for the
he
hot
would
dogs?
No, like to prepare because they have to like prep their bodies for it
Yeah.
or whatever. And he would go like for like his training sessions. He literally just like went to a local like breakfast place, and when he walked in, the chef was like, "Let's go!" And was
Yeah,
like
it's gotta be
cracking
great.
like a million eggs onto the skillet. Joey's just sitting there.
That brings people together. So maybe have a hot dog eating contest. I don't know. Test it
I don't know,
out.
guys.
See, have some fun this summer.
Yeah,
Anyway, I think that's all I've got to say on summer.
that's all I've got to say. I desperately want to go and have a popsicle.
Yeah, popsicle.
Puppy time.
So
I'm not gonna do that again.
caught on camera.
Yeah.
Puppy time. I did it with you.
It felt like you were mocking me for a second, and I felt like
Oh,
insecure, but I
no.
think that was just me projecting in that moment.
I get it though, because I did do the thing that you said you hated that you did.
And at the end
And
of
then
the
I
day,
showed you who you were.
but at the end of the day, I do remember that underneath this icon is just a young girl from Essex.
It's like you're my mirror. That was me copying you. Oh.
Congrats to the cop that got to pull over and arrest
And they got to
Justin
hear
Timberlake.
and got to hear this is gonna ruin the tour.
What tour?
The world tour. It's funny every time, you guys.
The
It's
delivery?
not funny. DUIs are not funny
No, they're not funny.
at all. But the fact that we did get a meme, no one got hurt, and the fact that we got the meme, this is gonna ruin the world tour out of it. So funny. Especially when he was in a movie about trolls that were on a world tour.
Yeah, that line. Well, did you see somebody else from the Trolls movie also got arrested this past week? And they were like, "We have 2 members of the Trolls cast."
Trolls.
Yeah, come
Trolls.
on, guys.
It's the next Glee cast. they're all, something's gonna happen. Anna Kendrick, look out! Something's gonna happen to you. Be careful. Do not get in any boats. Do not.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that was really sad.
that was really sad. So not to end on that, but guys, make your summer bucket list.
Yeah, make your summer
Have
bucket list.
fun.
Make some declarations. What is this the summer of for you?
Yeah.
What does summer 2024 look like for you?
Yeah.
Does it look like once a week going out and watching the Olympics out in public somewhere?
Does it look like Sunday family dinners?
Does it look like homemade popsicles for the first time in your life?
Ooh, yeah, there's a lot of easy things that you can do, like some recipes, some good summer recipes.
This summer is yours.
Take it. Bye, pals.
Bye, pals.